Boys and girls, while I have everybody together, it's very rare we have all 800 students here together, and I just see this sea of possibility, and it's a wonderful, wonderful sight. And I want to thank you and let you know how proud I am of you. When I see you walking down the hallway, when I see you in your classrooms working, I'm so very proud and so very thankful. When I count to 3, let's all do our Willard pledge. 1, 2, 3. Willard staff and students are the best.
One particular teacher here when my son was in the 1st grade, and she picked up on that my son had a speech impairment, and she forced them to put him into speech therapy here. We started up the meeting, and she came in with me. I was nervous going in by myself, and she had somebody cover her class. She came with me. We got him in there. Now my son is A and B student. She put him on the right track, and by her doing that for me, I now know that my youngest child that's not here yet has the same thing, so I could get him help before he started kindergarten. So it's really good.
I remember this building before it was here. I remember this lot when it was a playground years ago. To see this great building where I got to bring my daughter, where it's just bright and open and welcoming, and to know that I could bring her here and she would be happy and she would do well was a great feeling.
Willard is just an amazing school. It's a school that all of the teachers are very happy to work in. The principal has tremendous pride and the parents love it.
We want to create schools that are places of hope and humanity, and I think when we come to a place like Willard, that just shines through in so many different ways.
When I walk into the school, I always see happy kids and happy staff. What's your secret?
There's a level of consistency here. You know, these folks have been here for years.
Everybody just always steps up. In the end of April every year, we have a turn off the TV week. People no longer get paid to stay after school and host a group of children for activities. But a lot of people still will give the children that week.
With Deb being here as long as she has, and I've been here 12 years, so I love the sense of community that we know so many of the families.
This is one of the areas where public schools really matter when, you know, families who are learning English, new immigrants to the U.S., public schools is where they land. So it's been extraordinary to have a beautiful school like Willard, one that values not only a sense of community, but also has space for multilingualism. And I was wondering if you could talk about that a little bit.
75% of our students are Latino. So a lot of our families have been in the United States for not a long period of time. They're still trying to become used to the language, the culture. There's also like a lack of knowledge in terms of community resources. So my job is not only to try to help them navigate the school district system, but also try to get them connected to resources in the community that they might not be knowledgeable of.
As part of your work with the community, I really want to hear about Election Day this year. You did a phenomenal job in working with the community to turn out the vote.
We actually had a rotating schedule that day where staff members were able to go out to be outside to bring people in so that they could vote. And then we were also working off of phone banking. So I mean, we had close to 40 people working throughout the entire day, starting at 7 in the morning till probably about 6 o'clock that night, making sure that that was an important day for us.
With the new building, we're able to provide a lot more services. For instance, the Eagle Eye Mobile visits every year. They've screened 300 students for glasses. The Ronald McDonald House comes, and we're able to use the auditorium and the difference conference room for the children to get dental work.
And we do so much more with having an auditorium. We have so many more programs where parents can come to the auditorium. We have a musical, the shows with the violins, and we have a choir now because we have a music teacher because we got a music room.
And sometimes some of our students that struggle in other areas, I also use some of our funds to keep an art program here because we had lost that. Some of our kids thrive in art. They thrive in physical education with them. They thrive in a music program. So we want to provide as many opportunities for kids to just come to school and find that thing that really excites them.
The second or third week of school, every day we had kindergarten parents come in. We had a meeting for first grade parents, and when they came, we offered a tour, and we walked around, and the greatest part of the tour was the library, because that really got them talking, because they walked in and saw this beautiful library, but then it has bags over everything, if you can see and hear the bags. And why are the bags there? Oh, we don't use the library. So the parents were just outraged that we have this beautiful $1 million library with so many wonderful books and we can't use it because we don't have a librarian.
On Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm here because there's no nurse and I'm a registered EMT. I do help Mr. Riley. I was giving Band-Aids and giving ice packs for kids that fall and bump their knee. And if, God forbid, anything ever were to happen, you know, I'm more than capable of dealing with it.
We have 800 students and 1 secretary. So just the operation of answering the phone, like there's more leaks than I have fingers to plug those leaks. So every day I have to decide what's going to leak today and hope that we can cover it. And thank God I have the staff that I have that's been here and the parental support.
The school, the teachers, they encourage the kids here to invite their parents to come in. You know, like sign up, you know, do this. It's just out there. When you come here, they're always saying, hey, we're doing this. You're welcome to come. You know, you should come.
So you come into this amazing building and you realize that just because the building is built, it is only just one part of what makes Willard incredibly special. You have a really stable leadership team, people who are really thoughtful about bigger issues even beyond teaching. They're thinking a lot about what it means to have a public education these days.
The biggest issue that, you know, and it's kind of the work that I do here is, you know, I just see in general an attack on public education. Education takes the work of so many people. It's really not just the classroom teacher standing in front of those students. You know, they say it takes a village to raise children, and I think in this country we're getting so far away from that, and I think unions do play a part in that because it's what brings people together and it's the glue that holds us together as professionals, and you know, it gives us the protection that we needed, but it also gives you the support that you need.
I would love for Willard to stay just how it is with the teachers, with the principal, with the staff. It's wonderful. They're really, really good. And if we can keep people like them here, then we'll be just fine here, you know.
With all of the fiscal problems and the cuts to programs and services for the children and the staff here at Willard, it's amazing the kind of successes that they're having every day. This is a school that deserves to be replicated.
And I think that this is what we're thinking about when we talk really about what it means to truly transform schools, to become sustainable places where we can see real transformation, where we see deep connections over time, where we see a building become a vehicle for really bringing people together. Our parents are here, this community is here, and it's not making headlines or news every single day, but it's transforming young people's lives in a way that's really meaningful.